Alright, 3-minute video on 3 useful hotkeys in Maya. Hopefully this will actually be 3 minutes, we'll see. So you probably knew that if you like select a piece of geometry or whatever and hit F in your viewport, it will search it and snap your camera onto it. If you select something in the viewport and go into your outliner and press F, it will find it in your outliner. This works with pretty much everything. So like I could do that with, let me find something a little bit more random, I guess, like this random finger control. Again, this is buried somewhere in master, hit F, it'll jump you straight to it. It's very, very helpful. Other thing, not really a hotkey, but just sort of like good to know, is label things in a logical fashion. It's, again, if you're ever looking for stuff in a rig and it's maybe not something physical, you can just like select and search with F. If you know what it's called, you can search for it that way. So in this case, I know I have some like little null groups in here, which like they're null groups, they don't show up in the viewport. So I'm just going to go ahead and search that and just, not TBF, search for that and you can expand it and it will show you all of the places where you have like these tippy toe controllers or, you know, whatever you're looking for. So again, that's pretty helpful. Good naming conventions. Like if you're looking for specific handles for your feet or something, you could look for that. The other thing you could do, which is kind of cool, is if you go to the show menu in the outliner, you can go down and be like, please only show me IK handles. That'll show you like literally the only place that there are IK handles. In this case, I have some under here, which is why it's showing up this stuff. And then like my IK handle group. You can clear all of that and do show objects. Maybe I only want to see, joints, what the heck. So you can see that I have some, you know, in 2 places. One is just under my skeleton. I have these like separate FK, IK joints for the fancy switches I set up, and then there's like a bunch of other stuff. So it's a handy way if you just want to sort of like search by type, that you can do that. The other thing that I wanted to show you guys is not so much relating to, not so much relating to finding things in the outliner. It's scrubbing through values actually, which I realized some people didn't know how to do, and I was like, oh my god, it's the best hotkey ever. So if you click on any attribute, pretty much with, you know, editable values, go into your viewport and click with your middle mouse button. You'll notice that as you do this, the cursor actually changes. So buttons. So again, middle mouse button click, cursor changes, and then you can drag left and right to modify these values. And you'll notice that as I do that, this little thing here is sort of opening and closing. I set that up at some point in a video in this ridiculous tutorial. But yeah, so it's kind of like a handy thing. Again, it works for pretty much anything. So I could do that with, you know, my translate Z for my root. A lot of times I'll do that, like if I know I just want to move something up a little bit, I'll just be like translate Y, boop. And sometimes it's like I don't need to deal with the handles, I don't need to manually enter a value. It's just like a different way to sort of control things. But yeah, those are all my weird sort of handy things I use on a semi-frequent basis that perhaps weren't inherently obvious.